Hey gang, Travis Chapman here, author of The Chronicles of the Way in the Darkness, and I've been feeling kind of bad that my fall update has been so late, and I decided, since I record so many videos for my students, maybe I would record a video for my audience. First thing I wanted to make sure everybody knows, to the degree that I can do it, I've discounted my books through the holiday season, at least through the new year. I'd intended to do this for Veterans Day, but I missed the opportunity. The Girl in the Golden Mirror remains free. It's always going to be free if I can help it. Sent to the Fallen remains at $1.99, but Exiles of Heaven, which is my second book, second full book in the Chronicles of the Way in the Darkness series, is also discounted down to 99 cents. So that's my holiday gift to everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year's, and certainly appreciate your patronage of my writing. Update number one, and maybe the one that's on my heart, and if I'm honest with myself, is kind of why I've been ashamed about putting out an update, is Map of the Stars. So book 3 of the Chronicles of the Way in the Darkness continues to be delayed. I've had a very busy fall at my new job teaching at the Naval Academy. Busy semester. It's been absolutely wonderful, and it's also been a dent in my writing time. And in addition to some of my writing delays, if I'm honest, I also have a motivation delay. It has to do with 2 of the characters. I'm trying to really internalize some of their why. Why are they going to take the actions that I intend for them to take? I've planned out, I've plotted this out, have all the beats done. I know where the story's going. I know the new characters we're introducing. I'm excited about a lot of the places this book's going to go. But I haven't felt just this strong draw with 2 of the characters in particular and understanding their core motivations. I understand at the surface level, but I don't think I've quite gotten that internal set yet, and I almost feel bad. I can get some of the plotting done, some of the writing done, and it would make a huge difference, but I feel like the writing will be much stronger once I have that down. So I'm continuing to kind of unpack that for myself. I have some writing days set up in the future here for me to make some progress on. I'll say between Map of the Stars and updating or getting updated both paperback versions of the books and the associated devotionals. Those are basically my 3 top priorities right now with respect to my authorship business. What I have been able to do, though, is spend some time thinking about a potential new series. I have 2 series, the Dreadship Cycle and a series that I'm simply calling Princess Penelope, that are going to be set in the same world but at different times. And so what I've been spending a lot of time brainstorming is kind of the world Bible for this new universe. Why does it exist? What are the rules? What's the mythology behind it? What are the nations? Why is there conflict, and what is kind of the state of things? And why does an event that I think I'm going to call the Turning occur and basically set up different ages where the Princess Penelope storyline can take place in one turning, and then fast forward into the future in another turning, the Dreadship Cycle will occur. So some of it will continue, some of it will be different. Certainly something that's exciting for me. I took some inspiration from Brandon Sanderson and his Cosmere that he writes several series in as an idea that, hey, rather than have to create a new world for every new series, could I simply write in the same world and maybe save myself some effort? So that is continuing on. On a personal note, the fall has been very busy for me. As I said, I started this new job in the summer that delayed my summer update, but at the same time, it has been wonderful. I absolutely love teaching midshipmen. I'd like to think that I am doing a good job of trying to prepare the next generation of leaders at my alma mater. The several neat opportunities have opened themselves up, one of which was a couple weeks ago, an event called NavyCon, since we have Comic-Con and DragonCon and all the other kind of pop culture, sci-fi, fantasy conferences. the U.S. Naval Academy Museum hosted the Navy Conference to discuss the intersection of science fiction and Naval/Marine Corps operations. Absolutely fascinating. It was my pleasure to get to meet David Weber and his wife Sharon. They were absolutely brilliant to be around, and I'm excited to be digging into David's Honor Verse and the series of books about Honor Harrington that were so influential on many of the people at this conference. So absolutely stoked to be able to do that now. As a family, we've certainly been enjoying our fall, trying to make the best of the fall weather when we've had it. As you can see on the Facebook page, I was able to update my cover image with the one Renaissance Festival we were able to make it to. I've also been enjoying, on my commute, listening to more audiobooks, including Brandon Sanderson in his Way of Kings and Words of Radiance are the first two books in the series. Oathbringer just came out. I'm waiting in queue right now to get my hands on it. I can't say enough good things about this series. It has been absolutely wonderful, and it's one of those series that you listen to and you don't want to stop the book because you want to know what happens next. I certainly want to become that kind of a writer. I love listening to writers further down the path than I am, and sort of want to emulate them and am inspired by them. So I highly recommend Brandon Sanderson and his Way of Kings series if you haven't gotten into that. As a treat for you, I don't have a written update on Map of the Stars that I've normally included at the end. I do have the cover image, and I'm absolutely grateful to Elizabeth Mackey for all of her excellent work in the cover designs. I asked her to help in making the series itself a coherent set of images, and she's done a wonderful job with that. So I am going to be able to share that with you. But I wanted to share a fairy tale called Iron John. I've been reading a book by a gentleman named Robert Bly called Iron John as well, and it describes this particular fairy tale and how it describes, we'll say, the masculine journey throughout the centuries and some of the common core images and narrative and story that goes along with that. It was a citation in John Eldridge's Wild at Heart, which is a book that I certainly have grown to love. It was interesting to find Iron John at a thrift store, and I've been enjoying it greatly. So what I'd like to do is, in a separate video, I'm going to share my narration of the Grimm Brothers fairy tale, Iron John. Until next time, I hope you have a great holiday, a Merry Christmas to everybody, and we will talk to you later.